Radley, last time you rode, which was 3 weeks ago, you had a win.
Yeah, it's a good track. I like the John Underwood meeting. I always seem to have a good day when I ride there.
So you got a lot of confidence then for coming back here today?
Yeah, it's just the shame I've had 3 weeks off. Would have liked a meeting in between, but just the weather didn't permit that, did it?
You got new engines and stuff on your bike. Is that going to give you more confidence?
Yeah, it's just a different type of setup I'm using this year. Took me a little bit of time to get used to them, but I think I'm getting in the swing of it now. Just see how it goes.
Have you had a look at the track? What do you think of it?
It's not a bad track. It's just a shame it's a bit rough, really. Just been out for practice. It's a bit rough on the turns, but apart from that, she's all right.
Who do you think your main competition is here today?
Depending on how Lewis goes, obviously Lewis Denham. Obviously you've got your Tim Nobes and people like that, but mainly everyone really. It's only one's race, isn't it?
All right, good luck. Gareth, you've just started getting your confidence back and going really well after a bad accident.
Yeah, it's been tough. A lot of time in the gym. Just every meeting, take it as it comes, and it's confidence building again, really.
Do you feel like you're 100% fit again?
I would say I'm good. I wouldn't say I'm 100% fit, but I'd certainly say that I'm, way above 95. We'll put it like that.
That's good. You've been out to practice. What do you think of the track?
Yeah, it's a track what you've got to attack, I think, and we just got to see how it turns out.
How are you hoping to do here today?
Looking for a result, obviously. It's not an easy field, that's for sure. No meeting is easy nowadays, and you just got to, as I say, every race as it comes, and if we get a result, then happy days.
Is there any main competition in the solos that you'll be looking out for?
Always, I want to be in the biggest meetings there are, and because I don't think you can beat that sort of experience riding with the best riders. So that's my aim.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Lester, you joint winners at the best pairs. How did you find that?
No, we weren't joint winners. We finished second. Good start.
I thought you were, because you were going very well.
Yeah, Scott had a few problems in his first race with his bike, so he had to borrow a bike. So we dropped points there, and it happened. So just a shame it was called off. So we might have won it at the end of the day, but you never know.
You're hoping to have a bit of a better day today then and finish the meeting?
Yeah, we're coming down here to try a few things. We was in Holland last night racing. We didn't get back too early hours this morning, so we ain't feeling the best. So we'll see how it goes.
Have you had a look at the track? What do you think of it?
Yeah, it looks all right for me, so I'll find out when we go round.
Some other riders have said that it's rather rough. What do you think of that?
Hey, you're not that bad. We'll find out when we go round.
Any competition, or is it just the usual here today?
It's just as good as the British final lineup. Everybody's here, so this could be sort of a match up for next 2 weeks' time in the British final. We'll wait and see.
Oh, so you're just going to be going out and seeing if you can change any setup for that day then?
Well, yeah, like I say, we're here to test the new engine out that we got yesterday, and if it's any good, we'll use it for the British final. So it's a bit of a practice day for me, so we'll just take it as another day, and hopefully it'll all pay off in 2 weeks' time.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
John, you've come back for a full season at Grasstrack after a break. How's it been going?
Yeah, it's not been going too bad. My 8th meeting in the year, just starting to settle into it, getting race fit now, got the bike set up, starting to enjoy it again.
Is it as good as your experience before the break?
It's different. I think the tracks have changed a lot. There's not as many big meetings on as there was. I think I'm struggling to get meetings every weekend, but I'm enjoying it. The people are just as nice as they were before. It's still a bit of fun.
Oh. Have you come back to win the meetings just as you used to, or?
I'm trying to, yeah. I haven't just come here just to ride around. I've come here to win. I've tried getting the Masters this year. I've applied for a wild card for the Masters. I'm trying to get meetings abroad in Germany. So yeah, I've come here to win meetings, not just to take part.
Is the competition less than it used to be?
I don't know. It's taken me a bit of time just to settle back into it, just to get race fit. But hopefully by the end of the season, I should be up there beating the best of them. So I don't know. I think it's just different riders now than it was when I was riding like 2 years ago.
You've been out to practice. What do you think of the track?
Yeah, everyone's saying how rough it is, but it seems quite nice to me. So one practice will do, and to see how we go in the meeting.
Do you prefer the rough tracks then?
I don't mind really. We're all here to ride. Just got to do our best and get on with it.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Charlie, this is your first season coming up from the juniors. How are you finding it?
It's been going really good at the minute. It's gone better than I thought it would go. We've had some really good meetings in a minute. Finishing in the top 3 in most meetings we've been to. It's been really good.
Are you finding it any difficult though, like coming up from racing the juniors?
It's a bit different because every meeting you get loads of competition and different riders every week to ride against. But it's getting, it's just a bit difficult. This is a bit harder, like competition-wise.
You've been said to be like a young up-and-coming rider. Do you find that any pressure on you at all?
No, not really. Not. I just concentrate on my own game and just let the bike do the talking, really.
Who are the main competitions in the 350s then for you?
Well, there's some good riders here today. There's Dave Mears and Barrie Powell. They've both been going really good. And that's about it. And Paul Derrick. Yes.
Have you had a look at the track? What do you think of it?
I've just been out practicing it. They've watered it, and it's parts of it is slick, but I think it's going to kick a fair bit of dust. I think later on if they don't keep watering it, so it should be all right.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Paul, the best pairs wasn't a great day because they had to cancel it, so obviously you're hoping to have a better day today.
Well, yeah, it was a complete washout there, but yeah, I quite like this track. It's a little bit bumpy, but I think we should go okay.
Is that for your style then, the bumps? You prefer that?
I don't know about my style, but I don't mind it. I can get round.
He likes a hard ride.
Just the usual competition here in the sidecars today then, really?
Plus a lot more. I think they've got 30 sidecars today, so it's going to be very hard. You're going to have to be winning all day, I think, just to make the final.
It's a lot tougher than with a bigger range, obviously.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's very difficult.
Iain, you've been out for practice. How did you find it?
It's a bit bumpy, but for the first time ever in a practice, we seem to go round all right. So I'm not saying that we'll do any good with that, but it's nice to go round nice in practice.
From a passenger's point of view, is like the bumps, is that okay for you or?
It's the same as the driver really. You just hang on for dear life really. It's not nice the bumps because if it starts off bumpy, it normally gets worse. So just hope it don't really.
Has your bike been okay so far? Any changes you've had to make to it this season?
We've had a pretty torrid season so far. I've changed the engine for this week, and we've changed some of the settings, so fingers crossed we can do a bit better.
The Suzuki's and the sidecars have been going quite well. What's your views on that?
They're certainly very fast. They're not unbeatable, so we'll be out there to catch them.
Any plans to get one?
No, not yet.
Good luck today, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Myles, you've been going really well this season, and you got British Best Pairs champion last week.
Yeah, we've been having a good year so far. Like you say, West Country winner and the best pairs. I know the best pairs was it was a shame it was rained off because it was a good track, and I think they would have had a real good day there. Obviously we won it joint with Colin and Rob Radley, so but yeah, that was the way that's the weather, so that's the way it was.
You've got a new engine this year. Is that anything to do with your brilliant wins?
No, actually we're still on our spare engine at the moment. We've been on our spare one all year. Mick's just done our what we call our best engine then, but that's still on the bench, so we're hoping to save it for a few of the bigger meetings later in the season.
Kevin, you've been out in practice. What do you think of the track?
It's fairly small and fairly rough, to be honest, but we'll adjust to it.
I spoke to Iain Whale, Paul Whitelam's passenger, about a passenger's perspective of the bumps and things, and he said it doesn't really matter. What do you think of that?
Well, we're feeling them. Yeah, it's quite rough today, but I mean it's going to be the same for everybody. So,
is the competition still as tough as it always is, Myles?
I think the competition is tougher now than it has been for a long time, really. Like you said, Rob Wilson's going well, and your dad, Gemma, he's Colin Blackbourn. I think you can. There's 10 men here today who you could say could win it, and it's whoever's got a little bit of luck on the day and go well, and that's it really.
Hoping for a win then, obviously.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice, but do you know what I mean? We'll tell you later.
Good luck, boy.
Thanks. Cheers.
Colin, you've been going really brilliant this season.
We've only been out 4 times at the minute, but yeah, we've had four good results and hope to keep it up.
You joined British champion last week. That's obviously a brilliant achievement.
Yeah, we've done the best pairs 3 times before and been second every time, and say last week we won it, although it was joint. I mean, we've still got the title at the end of the day, so we just hope to improve with that later on in the year with the Masters.
How's the bike been going this season? Any changes you had to make to it?
No, we had a new bike last season, but I'm actually back on my old one at the minute and having results with it.
What do you think of the track here? You've been out in practice.
Truthfully, I hate it. It won't take at this stage of the game. It won't take a lot. It'd only take one word from Paul to say put it back in the van. But now we said we'll do the first race and go a bit harder at it and go from there.
Why are you not enjoying it? Because of how rough it is?
It's sort of too rough in the corners for whether everybody's. I think everybody is suffering a little bit the same. Well, I mean whether I'm just being a whinge arse or whether my suspension's a bit sort of too soft or too hard, for the bumps at the minute. I don't know. That's something we're going to have to look at.
Paul, do you agree with Colin that you're really not keen on racing here today?
Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind any sort of tracks. It's different when you're on the bars and you're on the back.
Oh, is it really? Because I spoke to other passengers and they said it's just the same, really. Do you find that different?
No, I don't find it too bad, actually.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you very much.
And number 99, Pete Colvin, is an additional runner. 99, Pete Colvin with Steve Colvin in the chair, additional runners. And they go in the place of 375, Pete Shaw and Mike Stoneman. So 375, Pete Shaw and Mike Stoneman are North starters. Additional runner taking the place of Pete Shaw, 99, Pete and Steve Colvin. Number 15, Eifion, oh, there's a straight of riders going on. Led by number 24, followed by Gareth Hickmott, followed by number 124, and followed by number 5. Dave Mears is going by with his son, Stuart Mears. Oh, Gangler's Hughes just going right through there. They do this, don't they? They're spreading out at about 5-second intervals each, so to see who they all are. Martin Surgeon going by, and 495 Radley Kite going by. Only start on the sidecar. Charlie Williams. Oh, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one. Eifion Hughes doing a headstand on the sidecar. There's number 10, Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman. 56, Wayne Reid and James Benfield. Number 18 on the junior. 32, Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. Number 21, Mr. Radley and Mr. Mathison. 83, Pete Mangrum. 2, Tim Noves. 118, Scott Dunn. Paul Moorcock and John Cook. And Neil Poplar on there with 118, Scott Dunn. And number 70 looks like one of the Richards boys, Declan I would think. Number 3 is Lester and Anthony Goodwin. 24, Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. There's Colin Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam Jr. 93, Andy Simons. It doesn't look like Carl Pugh on the side of Duncan Tolhurst there. Carl Pugh it is. There goes Mike Reid, Mark Hopkins, Ray Westbrook, Tony Heath, Phil Sims, Mark Truscott, James Rogers and Damien James. 306, Mr. Warren, good afternoon. Mr. Wills, and then number 51. I'll catch that one. 60. Mr. Thomas and Jason Barrie. 92, Paul Whitelam and Ian Whitehouse. 118, Wayne Westaway. Mr. Courtney, Ivan Matthews and Andy Wilson. Paul Booth Steele. Mr. Gary Allen. The board 3, Keith Richards. Coffee with Adam Young. And there's 88, Mr. Tomes. And another. Who's course cutting? Who's that going in the middle course cutting? Look, start early. Now if you think the track's bumpy, look at the way that sidecar's going across that centre green and you'll see what bumps are. 514, Ryan Partridge and Andy Colwyn. 41, 411, Neil Owen. Kevin Colborne. Well, Kevin Colborne seems to have the handlebars. It's a bit of a dangerous thing to do. There go the Colvin boys. Pete and Steve. Additional runners this afternoon. And number 53, doing the course cutting, Roll Lindbergh. With James Benfield, is that right? Hold the sidecar down. And number 184, John Hiscock. With Gareth Bennett. A lot of kids would like to take their school teacher in on the back of one of them, wouldn't they? Tickets are £1 each. Tickets are £1 each. Proceeds of this draw will also go into the Injured Riders Fund. Proceeds of the draw will also go into the Injured Riders Fund. In 2005, Grasstrack paid out £8,500 to injured riders. So the funds are a bit low and need topping up. Membership forms are available from the Grasstrack store. Also on sale a fixture this week, toys, hats, t-shirts, etc. Please support the cause. Riders going to the start line then for race 1, and race 1 is the invited 350cc solo. With a Stuart Mears, Dave Mears, Barrie Powell, John Shanes, Charlie Saunders, Jodie Hodgson, Paul Derrick, Mike Peters and James Peters. That's the lineup for race 1. Off we go then, the 350cc solo, sponsored by Bayside Business Solutions, business telecoms provider. Round they come then. Oh, that was a get out of the way, wasn't it? Eifion comes through on the inside. Barrie Powell goes up into second place. Charlie Saunders drops down to fifth at the moment. He was doing so well on that first turn, but he got took rather wide by Barrie Powell. Barrie Powell, red flags up, red flags are up. We have one rider down on the corner, and the red flags are out. All back to the start line to do it again. That was bad luck in the first race of the afternoon. We'll try again with race 1 this afternoon, and a brilliant start this time by Dave Mears. As he goes down that first turn, Charlie Saunders goes with him. Barrie Powell creeps up on the inside. Oh, and down goes Charlie Saunders. Charlie Saunders has gone down big time down that bottom end. He's on his knees at the moment. Barrie Powell's got his hand in the air. The red flags are out again. Charlie Saunders took a bit of a pearler there, I'm afraid. Three riders seem to almost come together there, and Dave Mears, Barrie Powell and Charlie Saunders all fighting for the same piece of turf on the first turn. Charlie looks like he's okay, so that's good news. How about the machine?
Four in that bit.
I'm quite sure why they're not going direct to the start line. Paul Derrick, 25 Charlie Saunders. All go this time from the riders that were in that first rerun. Understanded orders, take flies, and there they go, down the first straight, big wheelie on that far side. Barrie Powell going down there, Dave Mears takes up the lead. Charlie Saunders in third place at the moment. Followed by Michael Peters. Michael Peters hits Charlie Saunders, goes over the handlebars, he's flying with John Shanes, and the yellow flags are all out, and the red. The red one goes out as well. Bad luck there for Michael Peters. The clerk and of course so this race will be put back into the pits, and race 2 will come out, see if we have any better luck with that one. Michael's sitting up for Dad said something, boy shakes his head, Dad goes and gets the bike. Brother rides on. Michael Peters up on his feet and walking away from that one, so right at the end of the tunnel, silver lining to the cloud. Well, that was the most sensible comment that come across this microphone today. Don't know if we'll get any more or not. Riders then going to the line for the 500cc solos, sponsored as I say by Check Limited, affordable bookkeeping services, and I'm doing that my way. The red ride, safe line, here we go to the 500cc solos down the first straight, big wheelies in the middle of the pack there, but down they go, and it looks like young Steve Lee that gets down there first. Steve Lee goes very, very wide, and John Jefferies goes up on the inside. John Jefferies, thank you very much for that. Martin Sturgeon moving up on the inside now to try and take second place. And the battle is on between those two, Steve Lee and Martin Sturgeon, but John Jefferies is long gone. John Jefferies well on his way. Martin Sturgeon holding on to second. Steve Lee chasing hard in third. Then Radley, Kite and Gareth Hickmott. 55, Shane Hooper, going around for a little while. Out goes Tim Noakes with problems. That's bad luck. John Jefferies on the last lap then. Of Martin Sturgeon, Steve Lee, Gareth Hickmott, Bradley Kite, Shane Hooper. Number 124, there must be an additional runner. There goes the checkered flag, and it's a win for 14, John Jefferies. From Steve Lee and Martin Sturgeon. Gareth Hickmott and Bradley Kite right there close together on the finish. Shane Hooper, Rory Cavill. And number 124 I think is Dave Tricky. Race 2 then. Race 2, don't ride it in race 1, will you? That's the sort of trick I'd do. Race 2, the 500cc solos, a win for number 14, John Jefferies. Second place, number 93, Steve Lee. Third place was number 15, Martin Sturgeon. Fourth place was number 7, Gareth Hickmott. Fifth place, number 495, Bradley Kite. Sixth place, 55, Shane Hooper. Seventh place, number 36, Rory Cavill. Eighth place, number 124. I think that was Dave Tricky. And in ninth place was number 24, Adam Filmer. No other finishers. The winner's time. The time to beat this afternoon is 1 minute 04.53 seconds. 1 minute 04.53 seconds. So back with the 350s. Back with the 350s. Stuart Mears, Dave Mears, Harry Powell, John Shanes, Charlie Saunders, Jody Hodgson, Paul Derrick, and Frank Peters. That should be the line-up. And away they go. Cracking start again, and down the straight they go then. Barrie Powell makes his move into the front line. John Shanes slipping back to third place. Dave Mears moving up to second. Charlie Saunders in fourth. Barrie Powell goes wide. Dave Mears says thank you very much. On through there. Dave Mears now leading. Barrie Powell going up on the inside of Dave Mears. Not quite fast enough to do it though. Dave Mears powers out of that turn. It's Dave Mears. From Barrie Powell. Barrie Powell trying very hard in that second place. Charlie Saunders in third. Paul Derrick, then John Shanes. 45, James Peters with this firing problem, and Stuart Mears bringing up the rear. So, father at the front, son at the back. On to the last lap they go, and it's Dave Mears from Barrie Powell. Charlie Saunders makes the move on Barrie Powell. on Paul Derrick, John Shanes, James Peters and Stuart Mears. Round the last turn for the last time, the checker flags out. It's number 19, Dave Mears, that takes it. Well, Barrie Powell just in second place. Charlie Saunders almost taking it from him on the line. Then Paul Derrick, John Shanes, followed by Stuart Mears and of inspiring James Peters. Well, race 1, we got a result. Nobody's any more relieved than me, I don't think. 350cc's, the first race of the afternoon. Race 1 was a win for number 19, Dave Mears. Second place was number 82, Barrie Powell. Third place was number 25, Charlie Saunders. Fourth place was 117, Paul Derrick. Fifth place was 193, John Shanes. Sixth was number 14, Stuart Mears. And in seventh place, number 45, James Peters. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 05.27 seconds. 1 minute 05.27 seconds. 500cc sidecars for the first time this afternoon. Please add to the list number 88, Roger Tomes. 88, Roger Tomes. Going in grid 6. Making up the numbers for race 3. Look out for Leicester Anthony Goodwin, Nick Radley and Craig Mathison, Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman. Oh, Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman twice in this race, riding 72 once and 10 again. That's going to be clever, riding 2 bikes at once. I guess that what will happen is that Nick Radley and Danny Hogg will actually come out on a spare bike, number 72. What do you think? Can I say Nick Radley? I better say Shaun Harvey. I knew what I meant. I was just testing to see if he was away. So, race 3 then. Leicester Goodwin, Nick Radley, Shaun Harvey, and Cook. Away they go then, down the straight, always a good start. Shaun Harvey goes down there first, Leicester Goodwin moves up into second place. The battle is on again between these two. Tony Starke trying to make up some numbers in the third place. Leicester Goodwin, Shaun Harvey pulls away. Roger Tomes bringing up the rear. Well, Shaun Harvey absolutely motoring ahead of the rest of the pack. And Tony Cook, Phil Stoneman. And it's all happening here at Uddens. The last lap flag goes. Shaun Harvey, I'll take it. Look at that battle down there as Nick Radley now challenges with Leicester Goodwin. We have the British pairs champions in first and third place. Leicester Goodwin holding back the challenge of Nick Radley. Nick Radley comes back on the inside. It's going to be tough stuff for the finish line. Who's going to get there first? That was close. That was close, I can tell you. And I'm not right on the line, so I'm not going to be the line judge, but that was very close indeed. .500cc sidecars, first leg, race 3, sponsored by Honeyball Cleaning Office. Honeyball Cleaning Office and Industrial Cleaning. Office and Industrial Cleaning from Honeyball. The win went to number 72. Which says here Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman, is that right? Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg take a good first win there. Second place. I said second place because I just like winding people up. In second place was number 21, Nick Radley and Craig Mathison. Third place, number 3, Leicester Goodwin and Anthony Goodwin. Fourth place, number 10, Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman. Fifth place, number 23, Tony Starke and Andy Sweeting. And in sixth place, number 88, Roger Tomes and Iain Other. The winner's time was 1 minute 05.25 seconds. 1 minute 05.25 seconds. I'll make that about 3/4 of a second slower than a 500cc solo. With the extra wheel, the extra weight. That Shaun Harvey's thing's fast. It's the 500cc sidecars. We look for Dave Higgins with Clive Wheatstone, Brian Canning and Steve George, Barrie Bennett, and I can do it standing on my head, Eifion Hughes, Wayne Reid with Clive Preston, the Scott Dunn, not with Richard Webb, or with somebody else whose name has just escaped me. I did announce it earlier and I've forgotten already. Neil Pocknell in the chair. Off we go then down the first straight. It looks like Mr. Reid has got to the first turn first. 56, Wayne Reid. James Penfield, I think he was in the chair today. There's Barrie Bennett and Eifion Hughes in second place, challenging hard. Nice Scott Dunn and Neil Pocknell who are holding on to third place at the moment. Barrie Bennett, Scott Dunn, Brian Canning. But it's all happening at Uplands this afternoon. The youngest 500cc sidecar drivers. A good future in front of him. Leading by a good distance now from Barrie Bennett from Wales in second place. Throttle's eyes and mouth wide open, the second place goes. Wayne Reid from Barrie Bennett, Scott Dunn, Brian Canning, Dave Higgins. Official result in a moment. Race 4, sponsored by Bayside Business Solutions, the business mobile telecoms provider. A win for number 56, Wayne Reid and James Benfield. Second place to number 7, Barrie Bennett and Eifion Hughes. Third place was 118, Scott Dunn and Neil Pocknell. Fourth place, number 49, Brian Canning and Steve George. Fifth place, number 5, Dave Higgins and Clive Wheatstone. No sixth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 06.71 seconds. 1 minute 06.71 seconds. From the top, 56, 7, 118, 49, 5, 1 minute 06.71. On the line and raring to go. Run the star's orders. Drop. Right out of the centre of that start goes the leading driver down into the first corner, and it looks like the other one of the Reeds, the father, Mike Reid, Mark Hopkins on number 8. Laura Kerrison, and out goes 156 Martin Boyd. It sounds like his chains come off. Round they come then, 57. Mike Reid and Mark Hopkins. And Laura Kerrison. Paul Walcock and John Cook in third place. Pete Richards and Adam Young in fourth. Pete Landrum and another bringing up the rear. There we go then on the last lap. Paul Walcock going through into second place on that corner. And Ian Laura Kerrison losing just a little bit of ground. Round they come then, the checkered flag is out. The finish goes to 57, Mike Reid and Mark Hopkins. Paul Walcock gone through. And Ian Laura Kerrison, Pete Richards, Adam Young and Pete Langrum. And Pete, he's got on his bottom, Keep. Race 5, sponsored by InCheck Limited, affordable bookkeeping services, and a win for number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Hopkins. Second place to number 123, Paul Moorcock and John Cook. Third place to number 8, Andy and Laura Kerrison. Fourth place to 143, Keith Richards and Adam Young. And fifth place to number 83, Pete Langram and A.N. Other. No sixth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 07.27 seconds. 1 minute 07.27 seconds. From the top, 57, 123, 8, 143, 83, 1 minute 07.27 seconds. On to the Hughes, the all helmet and brute brigade. See what I mean? All there is going down there is a motorbike with a pair of boots and a crash helmet on it. Herring into the first corner, larger than life, here they come, doing battle in their own sweet way. 93, young Mr. Shanes, James Shanes it is that leads it, from number 2 Ellis Perk. 109, Zach Wajtknecht. And down the back straight they go. Oh, tail end of number 5. That's Jordan Taylor Randall. Out in front, 93. James Shanes. Showing his dad how to do it this afternoon. As he laps the tail ender safely. And they battle on. And his Perk chasing hard down the back straight. Doesn't seem to have quite the same amount of motor, but he's just as quick round the turns. James Shanes holding the inside line. Alice Perks trying to go around the outside. On 109, Zach Wajtknecht. And 112 is Ashton Webb. Number 5, Jordan Taylor Randall is a lap in arrears. 82, Callum Walker. There goes the winner, 93, James Shanes. On second place, Ellis Perks. From third place, 109, Zach Wajtknecht. Then 112, Ashton Webb. 82, Callum Walker. 353, Callum Dykes. And bringing up the rear is number 5. Probably on his first go ever. So at the top of my list is number 5, Jordan Taylor Randall with 1 point. Going down then, 82, Callum Walker has 3 points. Now into the official points chart. Number 2, Ellis Perks has 8 points. 18, Jamie Manns has no points. 28, Aaron Pascoe has 6 points. 93, James Shanes has 10 points. 109, Zach Wajtknecht has 5 points. And number 112, Ashton Webb has 4 points. And number 353, Callum Dykes has 2 points. Many problems, but give you a good talking to. Here we go. Race 7. Oh, there's a hot flyer off the start line there, but the 2 of them get down to the first turn. They start to sort themselves out a little bit, but no, that little man on the inside is going to have a go. Number 7, Josh Dingle. From number 18, Darryl Whitney. The 23, Lloyd Barrett. That's the first 3 on the first lap. Look at them first 2, hammering away there at the front. No love lost there. They're both having a go. Through on the inside comes 18, Darryl Ritchie. Number 7, Josh Dingle. 23, Lloyd Barrett. 13 is Nathan Stoneman. 6 is Tyler Govia. And 3 is Josh Goodwin. Last lap flag for 18, Darryl Ritchie. From number 7, Josh Dingle. Settled now in that second place. 23, Lloyd Barrett. 13, Nathan Stoneman. Number 6, Tyler Govia. And 3, Josh Goodwin bringing up the rear. Second flag goes for 18. Darryl Ritchie. From number 7, Josh Dingle. 23, Lloyd Barrett. 13 Nathan Stoneman, followed by Tyler Govia. Bringing up the rear, Josh Goodwin. Race 7 in the score chart. Race 7 in the score chart from the top. Number 3, Joshua Goodwin has 3 points. Number 6, Tyler Govia has 4 points. Number 7, Josh Dingle has 8 points. 13, Nathan Stoneman has 5 points. 13, Darryl Ritchie has 10 points. 23 points Barrett has 6 points. And Matt Saul was a non-starter, I'm told. No points. Nil point. Here we go then. Intermediate youth. Number 5, Desmond King, leads the pack. We have a late starter there in that one at the back. What happened to him? Oh, it's Matt Saul. Number 5 then, Desmond King. On number 8, Stephen Maunda. And Lewis Lear. In 4th place at the moment. Number 5, Jesse King then leading. Maunda from number 4. Michael Bovis. Michael Bovis goes down and takes another fella with him. The red flags are out. Done 3 laps, so the result will stand. I'm sure it will. I'll have to have the official verdict from the clerk of the course. But, Right then, intermediate youth, race 8 in your programme, down the score chart. From the top, number 4, Michael Bovis, scored 6 points. Number 5, Chesney King scored 10 points. Number 6, Daniel Greenwood, 0 points. Number 8, Stephen Maunda, 8 points. Number 9, James Charlesworth, 4 points. Number 10, Craig Drury, 2 points. Number 14, Shane Bovis, 0 points. 17, Tom Perry, 0 points. 70, Declan Richins, 1 point. 181, Matt Saul, no score. 21, Lewis Lear, 5 points. And 15, Danny Stoneman, 3 points. 23, Lloyd Barrett on 6 points. Matt Saul, a non-starter in that event. And then intermediate, there's 4, Michael Bovis on 6, 5 Jesse King on 10, 6 Daniel Greenwood on 4, 8 Stephen Maunda, 8 points, 9 James Charlesworth on 4 points, 10 Craig Drury on 2 points, 14 Shane Bovis on no points, 13 Tom Perry, no points, 5 points, and 15 Danny Stoneman on 3. Here comes the right-hand sidecars for the first time this afternoon. They disappear around that first turn. All 6 of them ablaze. Looks like Paul Whitelam to me that's got the front row. Indeed it is Paul Whitelam, ex-British Masters champion, James, surely champion to be. Place at the moment. Peter Lloyd was in 4th. And here they come again. Paul Whitelam, Ian Whale leading. James Rogers in second place. Then 69, Matt Wells and Sean Yates, then 306. It's Mark Warren and Darren Wills. And it's all happening at Uddens. One more to go, Paul Whitelam. James Rogers in close attendance. Then Matt Shaw. Mark Warren, Ray Westbrook and Tony Heath, and 1, 2, 4. Oh, a win there for Paul Whitelam from James Rogers. The 1000cc sidecar competition starts to hot up here at the Upton Circuit. Race 9, a win going to number 92, Paul Whitelam and Iain Whale. Second place, number 4, James Rogers and Damien James. In third place, number 69, Matt Terrell and Shaun Yates. In fourth place, number 306, Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Oh, it says Martin Smith here, said Darren Wilson the other bit. Never mind. Fifth place, number 17, Ray Westbrook and Tony Heath. Sixth place, number 124, Mark Heatley and M. Davis. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.73 seconds. 1 minute 12.73 seconds. From the top, 92, 4, 69, 306, 17, 124, 1 minute 12.73 seconds. Moving on then. Race 10, right-hand Gareth again. Don't compare the times too closely, because these boys are doing 3 3/4 laps. Sorry, these boys are doing 4 1/4 laps to the others 3 3/4. Here they come in from Richard Thomas in second place. The southwestern counties of England doing extremely well in this one. Out goes somebody on a red bike. That's Mr. Colvin, Pete and Steve Colvin, number 99. Unfortunately, they've had to retire to the centre green. Number 51, Rick McCauley and Dave Williams. From Richard Thomas and Jason Barrie. And the battle is really on that front line. Rick McCauley holding on to the edge of the margins. Richard Thomas pushing hard there in second place. Duncan Thomas has moved up into third. Carl Pugh in the chair. There they come in, the checkered train goes. Rick McCauley just takes it from Richard Thomas in second place. Duncan Thomas in third. Then 37. Mark Cosser and Hayden Bend. And the official result of race 10 was a win for number 51, Rick McCauley and Dave Williams. Second place was number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barrie. Third place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Carl Pugh. Fourth place, number 37, Mark Cosser and Hayden Bend. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 14.53 seconds. 1 minute 14.53 seconds. That result again from the top, 51, 60, 74, 37. 1 minute 14.53 seconds. Race 11, we look for Phil Sims and Mark Truscott, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield, Colin Blackbourn, Paul Whitelam Jr., Roll Lindbergh, James Benfield. It was James that went round in the parade. And 514, Ryan Partridge and Andy Colvin. You're not here. You're not this greenhouse. Race 11. Bit of a tape failure there, I think. Yes, red flag, that's it, right, red flag. Just send them all back, do it again. Problem, I think, with the start gate. Or somebody interfering with it, one or the other. Race 11 and away they go this time. Somebody's got left on the line and here they go. Into the first turn. Colin Blackbourn just gets there first on the inside. Phil Sims, and we seem to have a problem. The chairs are bouncing all over the place down there. We've got a big problem. Let's have the red flags up. Bit of a coming together there. I think that's... oh, I'm not going to say I think it is, in case I'm wrong. We'll have a count up of who doesn't come round. It looked like Phil Sims and Mark Truscott, and they haven't come round. This is the rerun. We have 3 outfits only. 57, 25 and 44. Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield get down to the first turn first. 25, Colin Blackbourn trying the long way around the outside. Doesn't quite get there on this occasion. He holds on to that second place. The 44, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop are holding on to third. 57, 25, 44. And down the back straight they go, in that order. Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. That one from 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam Jr. in second place, and then 44, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop holding on to third. The first 3 months of this year we had nothing but mud, and here comes the dust. 57. Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield still leading from 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam Jr. And Mr. Sweetland unfortunately has gone out with mechanical problems. Round the last turn for the last time, the checkered flag goes to 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield from 25. Mr. Sweetland, if you can hear me, if you push that across the line, you'll get points for third place. I think they got the message. They're trying to restart it, they got it going. Now come over the line, boys. Cross the line, fully attired, thank you very much. Third place, race 11. Race 11. 1000cc right-hand sidecars. First place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. Second place, 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam Jr. Third place, number 44, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute and 16 seconds precisely. 1 minute 16 seconds precisely. From the top, 57, 25, 44. No other finishers. 1 minute and 16 seconds precisely. On to race 12 then, Ivan Matthews with Andy Wilson, not Dave Hoden. Ivan Matthews with Andy Wilson, Peter Lloyd, Terry Madley, Andy Simons, Daniel Bray, Red Wilson, Nicky Owen, Andy Costa, Nick Wilson. I think I read out that Ian Yates was a non-starter earlier on. Here they come then. Outfits abreast, and into the turn goes Rob Wilson, the man who's won almost everything. Oh, yellow flags, we've got another problem. Another problem on that turn. Red flags out. I think the driver and the machine are up and okay, but the passenger seems to be on the floor at the moment. They've got a meeting coming up at St Herne on the 18th of the 606. Says here, CE number 8, Phil Sims sidecar in the pits. Well, Phil I think was the one who went away in the ambulance earlier, so Hopefully somebody else has got the regs. 4. Here we go then, back on the track. Race 12 rerun, and Rob Wilson again flies in from the outside, gets down to the first turn first. Ivan Matthews in close attendance. I'm looking for yellow flags, I didn't see any, I'm thankful for that. Down the back straight they go. Rob Wilson is leading. In second place is Peter Lloyd. Race driver Matthews. And away they go. Peter Lloyd lands up next to me. 24, from 41, Peter Lloyd in second place. That support's doing well, it's keeping him up in second place at the moment, ahead of Ivan Matthews, with Andy Wilson in the chair. Struggling for third place at the moment. Costa and Nick Wilson bringing up the rear. On the last lap then, just half a lap to go for Rob Wilson. He's scorching ahead of the rest of the field. He's absolutely flying on that Suzuki this year. They've certainly got it sorted out, and here they come. 24. Rob Wilson takes the lead, takes the win. From Peter Lloyd, Terry Maddox, Martin Matthews, Andy Wilson. And Andy Cossard, Nick Wilson bringing up the rear there. Race 12, 1000cc sidecars. Race 12, a win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. Second place, number 41, Peter Lloyd and Terry Madley. Third place, number 15, Ivan Matthews and Andy wilson. Fourth place, number 73, Andy Cossar and Nick Wilson. No fifth or sixth finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.20 seconds. 1 minute 12.20 seconds. From the top, 24, 41, 15, 73. 1 minute 12.20 seconds. They were gone. Well, then it stand. They all went. There's the first straight they go with. John Hickmott from the outside. Neil Owen, I heard Riverneck, Hopkins, twin in the middle there somewhere. But it looks like Wayne Westerway has come out first. But who's that scorched up through on the inside?
What are they, white?
Myles, Simmons and Kevin Woodley take up the lead from Wayne Westerway. From Neil Owen, from John Hickmott. From Aubrey Steele. And Gary Allen. Number 9, Myles Simmons then. Going much better now he lives in Kent, you know. Aubrey Steele bringing up the rear then, and round the turn they come. It's Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. And Kevin Colborne, John Hiscock, Gareth Bemister, Wayne Westerway and Mark Courtney. Aubrey Steele and Gary Allen. He's been going a few years there with Aubrey. Second flag goes. Myles Simmons from Neil Owen from John Hiscock. Wayne Westerway. Race 13, nice to get that one out of the way. Race 13, the 1000cc sidecars. Was a win for number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Second place, number 411, Neil Owen and Kevin Colborne. Third place, number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. Fourth place was number 118, Wayne Westerway and Mark Courtney. And fifth place was number 116, Aubrey Steele and Gary Allen. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 14.52 seconds. From the top, 9, 411, 184, 118, 116. 1 minute 14.52. What's happening? They've got a flag start. Looks like we're having a flag start. All the 350s. Somebody said they're going too fast at the first turn, so they thought if they shortened the straight they wouldn't get up quite so much speed. They wouldn't be going quite so fast round the corner. Don't know what happens on the next lap round, mind. There they go then, away they go on the upward movement of the flag, and down to the first turn they go, and Barrie Powell goes through on the inside, Dave Mears on the outside. Barrie Powell slides across the front of Dave Mears puts the power on to come up on the inside of him. And through he goes, it's Dave Mears from Barrie Powell, from Charlie Saunders. John Shanes has dropped it on that turn, so has Stuart Mears. Paul Derrick gets round okay, John Shanes is back up and away, Stuart Mears pushes to the centre green. Dave Mears leading it then. Barrie Powell got a very good move on the inside there. Look at him go. Dave Mears got the room to go. All to do on the outside, and Charlie Saunders drops it on the next turn. Round they go then. Only 4 left running. Charlie Saunders pushes his bike to the centre green. Dave Mears flying with just 1 lap to go. Barrie Powell in second place. Certainly got rid of the dust, didn't it? Round the last turn then for the last time. Dave Mears takes the win. John Shanes gets last. Barrie Powell cruises home in second place. And Paul Derrick gets, I think, third. Race 14, sponsored by RW Building Bathroom Refurbishment Specialists. First place to number 19, Dave Mears. Second place, 82, Barrie Powell. Third place, 117, Paul Derrick. Fourth place, number 193, John Shanes. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 11.76 seconds. 1 minute 11.76 seconds. From the top, 19, 82, 117, 193, 1 minute 11.76. cc solo, race 15, second leg. On the first leg it was 14 John Jefferies from Steve Lee, from Martin Sturgeon and Gareth Hickmott and Radley Kite. Let's see what happens in race 15. All those riders looking to extend their points. Goes outside John Jefferies, not extended them. There they go then. Quite sure about that. Anyway, away they go. One's dropped it on the turn then. I've got Martin Sturgeon dropped it. Number 14, John Jefferies is well on his way, and Steve Lee in second place. Then Gareth Hickmott, Radley Kite. Martin Williams at the rear. John Jefferies at half distance. Here is Steve Lee in second place. Gareth Hickmott in third. Then number 124, Dave Tricky. 495, Radley Kite. 55, James Hooper. 2, Tim Nose. 15, Martin Sturgeon. 25, Martin Williams. 24, Adam Filmer. On to the last lap, it's John Jefferies leading. From Steve Lee in second place. Gareth Hickmott holding third. Then a bit of a gap back. John Jefferies certainly lapping up the conditions. He always rides well at the hangover, and that's generally wet, you know. Here comes the leader. The checkered flag is out for him. 14, John Jefferies that takes the win. 93, Steve Lee is in second place. Gareth Hickmott in third. And I'll leave the lapping and the also rams to these lap scorers. It's their job, you know. Well, the lap scorers are happy with it. Let's see if I can copy it up. Race 15, the 500cc solos as a win, a cracking win, and I agree all the way for number 14, John Jefferies. Second place was number 93, Steve Lee. Third place went to number 7, Gareth Hickmott. Fourth place, number 124, Dave Tricky. Fifth place went to number 2, Tim Nobes. Sixth place, 55, Shane Hooper. Seventh place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. Eighth place, number 495, Bradley Kite. Ninth place, number 24, Adam Filmer. And 10th place, number 25, Martin Williams. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 07. .09. 1 minute 07.09. From the top 14, 93, 7, 124, 2, 55, 15, 495, 24, 25. 1 minute 07.09. Anybody seen an ice cream van anywhere? I just fancied an ice cream if there was one, but doesn't look like there is one. I've got to go without, haven't I? I'll have to go without. Could get one on the way home. We look forward to race 16, sponsored by Bob's Videos. Grasstrack video and DVD filming here today. And he's filming the steward's inquiry that's going on the centre green at the moment. Well, not the centre green quite, but going up just off the sidecar start there. There seems to be a big debate. These boys don't like the water, you know. You can water it any time you like, but not before my race. I know nothing. Everybody knows that. I know nothing. But I would rather go out and ride that track slippery and see where I was going. And when I fell off, know that the man up behind me could see where I'd fallen, then I would tear around in that dust. And my vote is you ride that or we'll all go home. Let's go on with the racing. 500cc Sidecars, sponsored by Bob's Videos. Grasstrack video and DVD, filming here today, up on his ivory tower, watching the action. He put his waterproof cover on the filming unit, but it took him rain. Away they go then. 4 outfits doing battle in this one, and down to the first turn they go. It's slippery on the inside line, as Scott Dunn just found out, but he's okay. Through, let's remember Hughes. Bennett in second place. Mike Reed in third. Scott Dunn trying to get the machine restarted. Scott Dunn and Neil Pocknell. They're underway, they're under power, and here they come. Let's see if they can stay in front of the flying Leicester Goodwin. Leicester and Anthony Goodwin then, the 6-time British champion. From Barrie, Bennett and Eifion Hughes. Mike Reed and Mark Hopkins. Flat out they come then, 118. At the back of the field. Here comes Leicester Goodwin in big run from Barrie Bennett from Mike Reed. And the race continues, and already there is some dust coming through. Is it really that slippery? Flag goes for Leicester and Anthony Goodwin, their first win of the afternoon. From Barrie Bennett in second place, Mike Reed in third. Scott Dunn will come round for fourth place. Race 16, sponsored by Bob's Videos. Thank you, Bob. 500cc Sidecars, race 16, a win for number 3, Leicester and Anthony Goodwin. Second place to number 7, Barrie Bennett and Eifion Hughes. Third place to number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Hopkins. And fourth place, number 118, Scott Dunn and Neil Pocknell. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 11.52 seconds. From the top 3, 7, 57, 118, 1 minute 11.52 seconds. Oh, they're all there, the other one was over on the start line, there's only 5 going round. I see it all now, some of it. see it all now, some of it. Where's these raffle tickets? I ain't bought me raffle tickets yet. I want that 60 quid first prize. Got to be in it to win it. Red drive then. One of the outfits still to come in line. And they're away. Down the straight they go. Looks like the other Reed, Wayne Reed, looks like it is who's in front, but Shaun Harvey's chasing hard in second place. Oh, Shaun Harvey and Andy Kellis is tucking another to go down. There was no malice in that, it was just one of the things that happens, but Wayne Reed can't believe his luck. He's leading the British champion. He's scorching his way down that back straight. He won't look backwards now, only forwards as he keeps going and tries to hold off the challenge. Around they come then. 56, Wayne Reed from Andy and Laura Garrison. Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. Roger Toes. And Dave Higgins bringing up the rear. Shaun Harvey has just got the better of Andy Kerris and he moves up in a second place. He chases hard now. Halfway, Wayne Reed spins it. Wayne Reed's just about got it to go forwards again, but he's lost the momentum. He's got it down. Good last lap. Wayne Reed holds the inside, Shaun Harvey goes to the outside. Shaun Harvey powering down that back straight, they're neck and neck, they're really going for it down there, but Shaun Harvey just takes it on the end of that straight. I'm sure he's just got that extra horsepower that counts. Here they come to the finish, and it's Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg from Wayne Reed and James Benfield. Andy and Laura Garrison. I think by Dave Higgins, and I think the back there was Roger Toes. 500cc Sidecars, race 17, sponsored by RW Building Bathroom Refurbishment Specialists. A win for 72, Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. Second place to number 56, Wayne Reed and Clive Preston. Third place to number 8, Andy and Laura Kerrison. Fourth place to number 5, Dave Higgins and Clive Wheatstone. And in fifth place, number 88, Roger Tomes and A another. No other finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 11.49 seconds. 1 minute 11.49 seconds. From the top, 72, 56, 8, 5 and 88. 1 minute 11.49 seconds. Race 18, sponsored by RW Building Bathroom Refurbishment Specialists. We look for Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman, Brian Canning, Steve George, Paul Moorcock, John Cook. There are additional runners in this one on grid 11. 23. Tony Starke and Andy Sweeting, 83, Pete Mangrum and A another, and 143, Keith Richardson and Young. Here we go then, race 18 underway, and 3 outfits get to the first corner first. All bunched like they could have put them in the back of a mini pickup, but here they come. Number 10, Charlie Saunders is the lead. He's holding a good tight line round there, making his opponent run right round the outside. Is the opponent Tony Starke? That's what it looked like to me. Look at that, we can see this racing. Number 10, Tony Cook, 23, Tony Starke, 1, 2, 3, Paul Moorcock. Then Brian Canning. Oh, one of them spun right round and toppled the passenger out of the back. Was that Tony Starke? Looked like Tony Starke. Here they come then. Number 10 it is that's leading on the last lap. From 1, 2, 3, 4 Moorcock, from Brian Canning and Steve George. 1, 4, 3, Keith Richardson, Adam Young. And 83, Pete Mangrum. And he is Jamie Whitley. Tony Starke's got it going again, but there goes the checkered flag. Tony Cook wins, Paul Moorcock second. Brian Canning third. Keith Richards fourth. Pete Mangrum fifth. I don't know if Tony Starke's done enough laps to qualify. I'll clarify that position shortly. 500cc Sidecars. Race 18. A win for number 10, Tony Cook and Phil Stoneman. Second place, number 1, 2, 3. Paul Moorcock and John Cook. Third place number 49, Brian Canning and Stephen George. Fourth place number 143, Keith Richardson, Adam Young. Fifth place number 83, Pete Angram and Jamie Whitley. And in sixth place, number 23, Tony Starke and Andy Sweeting. The winner's time was 1 minute 11.10 seconds. 1 minute 11.10 seconds. And can you see, ladies and gentlemen, that those three sidecar times are all 1 minute 11 point something. It's not even a second. Between is not even half a second between those times. Race 17, the clerk of the course has altered the result. Race 17, the clerk of the course has altered the result. In fourth place goes number 8, and in fifth place, fourth place number 88, fourth place 88, and fifth place number 5. More about that in a minute, because they're all helmet and boot brigade are out there, and it's 93. James Shanes that leads. From Ellis Perks in second place. From Zach Wajtknecht, holding on to third. Of course, there's two classes actually in this race. Oh, down goes Ellis Perks. He's thrown it all away in second place there. Can he get back up and on it in time to finish the race? He seems to be sitting still at the moment. Third place, Ashton Webb. Second place is Zach Wajtknecht. Ellis Perks gets up and walks away. James Shanes comes up to take the last lap flag. I guess that number 112, Ashton Webb, is in second place. 109, Zach Wajtknecht in third. And the rest of it, I'm leaving to these lap scorers. That looks like the winner. 93, James Shanes. Following in family tradition of Grasstrack racing. I think 112 is in second place, Ashton Webb, and 109, Zach Wajtknecht is in third. I should be telling you that race 17, that I think is result. Stands as a win for 72, Shaun Harvey. Second was 56, Wayne Reed. Third was number 8, Andy Harrison. Fourth, 88, Roger Tomes. And fifth, number 5, Dave Higgins. Clerk of the course, reversing those last two places. Here they come. Oh, we've got another faller on that turn. Round they come then. 23 it is that leads Lloyd Barrett. Any relation to Wayne Barrett? I guess he is when he comes from Exeter. And Josh Goodwin bringing up the rear. Number 7, Josh Dingle was the one who dropped it on that turn. He went well in his race earlier on, but now he's having trouble getting the bike started. Around they come then. 18. Darryl Richings has managed to move up onto the front line, ahead of Lloyd Barrett, ahead of Nathan Stoneman, and Josh Goodwin. We have another faller down there. That was 6, Tyler Govia. Here we go then, the last lap flag is out for Darryl Richings from Lloyd Barrett, Nathan Stoneman. Josh Goodwin. With then for 18, Darryl Richings. Second place, 23, Lloyd Barrett. Third place, Nathan Stoneman. It's cost a fortune keeping these juniors running with these bigger outfits every year. This time, scorching off the lines, number 5, Chesley King on a Jawa 250. Chesney King leads the pack. Matt Saul goes up into second place. 21, Lewis Lear was in third place. He's challenging Matt Saul for the second. Matt Saul's got it on the outside at the moment, but Lewis Lear goes through on the inside. Who's that trying around the outside? It's all happening there for that third and fourth place. Matt Saul incredibly tight line there. Chesney King leads it. Matt Saul goes back up in his second. Lewis Lear in third. In a battle between James Charlesworth and Michael Bovis. Round they come then, the checkered flag is out and Chesney King takes the win. Matt Saul comes over in second place. Lewis Lear, Michael Bovis, and James Charlesworth. Well, he's a flag man, isn't he? He only done that to confuse me, or see the checkered flag. Here they come then, Chesney King wins. Matt Saul takes second, Lewis Lear in third. From Michael Bovis. From Mr. Charlesworth, from number 70, Declan Richards, then number 10, Craig Drury. Then I missed one. And 14, Shane Bovis, bringing up the rear. In the auto cadets and cadets, bearing in mind we have 5 and 82 on top of the page. Number 5 scored 6 points. Number 82 scored 5 points. Number 2, 0. 18, 0. 28, 8, 93, 10, 109, 8, 112, 10, 353, 6. That's the auto cadets and cadets. Juniors, 5006, 10, 8, 0. And from the top down in the intermediates, number 4 Michael Bovis has 5, 5 Chesney King has 10, 6 Danny Greenwood has 0, 8 Stephen Maunder has 0, 9 James Charlesworth has 4, 10 Craig Drury has 2, 14 Shane Bovis has 0, 17 Tom Perry has 0, 70 Declan Richards has 3, 181 Matt Saul has 8, 21 Lewis Lear has 6, and 15 Danny Stoneman has 1 point. Hope you got all that. Now 60 Sidecars come to line then. And away they go. All Whitelam from the middle first. Rogers goes with him. John Hiscock's on the outside. Oh, it's tight on that first turn. They all look like they got round there safely. Ivor Matthews in 4th place at the moment, trying to improve. Where's Mr. Costa go? Mr. Costa go on that one. He's got through into 2nd place by a big mistake. Well, that must be his luckiest mistake of the day. Iain Hiscock and Gareth Bennett pull onto the centre green, and another bit of a coming together down the bottom end there. Looks like Andy Wilson, so it looks like he's come off of Ivor Matthews' outfit. There's another outfit there upside down, but there's 3 Kevlar-clad men running around, so I guess everybody's okay. Ivor was still with his own machine. Just take your eyes off them for a second, and this is the sort of thing they do, isn't it? Maunder 8, Matt Saul 8, James Charlesworth 8. Here we go, the right-hand charioteers. This should be a rerun of race 22. We only have 3 outfits. 3 fast outfits though, I must say. James Rogers, Damien James, leading the pack. Ryan Stoneman, and Roland Broomfield from Paul Whitelam. And Ian Whale in 3rd place. Those places remaining unchanged, become half distance. James Rogers is pulling away from the rest of the field. On his very special homebrewed outfit. Spent a lot of time over in Australia getting ideas from the Aussie Speedway boys and how he could Fused the best of the British Grasstrack technology with the best of the Aussie Speedway technology, and it's certainly working for him here. James Rogers, Damien James. Clive, Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. Problems for Paul Whitelam, he's slowed right up. Going to crawl round for the points, I think. Number 4, James Rogers, Damien James take the win. Clive, Stoneman and Roland Broomfield take second. The official result of race 22, the right-hand sidecars, was a win for number 4, James Rogers and Damien James. Second place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. And third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Iain Whale. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.10 seconds. 1 minute 12.10 seconds. Five outfits only, and contender. Alright, have the starter's orders. Away we go. Rob Wilson down to the first turn first, cuts across from the outside to the tight line of the inside and successfully does so as he powers down that back straight. I think that's Andy Costa in second place, indeed it is. Owen wanting that second place, he's holding third at the moment, he's got the Goodwin V-twin wound up. One of very few V-twins running. I haven't even seen the Ducati this year. I saw it last year a few times, but haven't seen it this year. Oh, Mr. Costa gets it all wrong in the corner there. All happening out here at Ovens. Rick McCauley having another go there from fourth up to third. He pushes onto the back wheel of Neil Owen, one in second. One more lap to go. Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. Scratch goes on behind them for second, third and fourth place. Neil Owen powering up that back straight. Rick McCauley trying to come round the outside. Nice stuff. Rob Wilson gets the win. That's the second, Rick McCauley third. Andy Costa in fourth place and Mark Heatley in fifth. Race 23, 1000cc right-hand sidecars. A win for number 24. Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. In second place was number 411, Neil Owen and Kevin Colborne. Third place, number 51, Rick McCauley and Dave Williams. Fourth place, number 73, Andy Cossa and Nick Wilson. And in fifth place, number 124, Mark Heatley and M. Davis. Now on the finishers, the winner's time was 1 minute 12.85 seconds. 1 minute 12.85 seconds. Race 23 again then, 24, 411, 51, 73, 124, 1 minute 12.85 seconds.